Hold up!
If you're here, you've probably noticed Christmas nostalgia is on the rise.
'Tis the season.
People are reminiscing, Macaulay Culkin just got his Walk of Fame star, and Pinterest reports that throwback Christmas looks are the top hint searches, from retro candy canes to jewel-toned reds and greens. And now, new studies finally reveal why. We'll break down those findings in part 2 of this video essay. But first, let's deck the halls of memory lane to understand how this globalized phenomenon of candy cane wonder first came to be. The mass popularization of Christmas began to take place much earlier than people realize, primarily in the 19th century. However, it wasn't until the mid-20th century that Christmas became the highly commercialized phenomenon we recognize today.
Merry Christmas.
During the 1800s, there was a revival of Christmas tradition partly influenced by publications like A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens in 1843, which emphasized the importance of family, goodwill, and generosity during the holiday season, something that made sense at a time of stark class differences. This period saw the popularization of Christmas trees, greeting cards, gift-giving, and other iconic traditions well into the 1900s. The First World War led to a decline in consumerism and big festivities, something that people more than made up for during the Roaring '20s. Encouraging people to buy presents for their loved ones was the norm at this point in time. Everything from print media to radio had commercialized the holidays, but department stores played the biggest role in creating that magical feeling of Christmas. Storefront displays became grand and elaborate, to the point it was impossible to escape the feeling of wonder. And while there was another lull during the Great Depression in the 30s and then the Second World War, this period brought us some beautifully simple and lasting traditions, like leaving a tray of cookies and milk out for Santa as a token of appreciation for the sacrifice of finding presents during those tough times. The 40s also normalized the reuse of artificial trees, which was a natural choice at a time of scarcity and rationing.
Oh, no, fake tree! No. I want you to go and get a real tree.
But after the Second World War, the Christmas phenomenon would take on a life of its own. Television played a big role. The 40s saw the rise of this huge platform for mass communications, with TV sets becoming a popular consumer product after the Second World War. The 50s also brought a revolution in mass production, which meant more and cheaper gifting options. And these two ingredients sparked the grand-scale globalization of Western Christmas traditions we see today. The latter half of the 20th century saw growth in advertising, mass media, and consumer culture, accelerating the commercial aspects of Christmas, which also meant huge marketing budgets specifically dedicated to fabricating that Christmas magic and evoking the spirit and wonder of the season across the globe. It's no coincidence that Santa Claus, or gift-giving icon, had become the symbol most universally associated with Christmas by the turn of the century. While the commercial aspects of Christmas might have gone a long way in spreading traditions worldwide, nothing creates the magic of Christmas better than Hollywood.
I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas.
At least, old Hollywood. Christmas classics gave us that magical atmosphere, music, and decorations, all wrapped up in the cozy and wholesome spirit of togetherness, family, and Christmas miracles.
That the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Even though the number of Christmas movie releases has increased exponentially in recent years, our 90s and early 2000 classics remain the highest grossing films of all time, with 9 of the 10 spots being from those decades.
As a matter of fact, I'm into it.
The 90s also gave us some of the longest charted #1 Christmas albums on the Billboard Holiday Albums, with Mariah Carey peaking and remaining on the Christmas charts for 315 weeks.
By 7-time Grammy winner Celine Dion.
So, were the 90s the pinnacle of Christmas's past, present, and future?
As if!
A recent study confirmed that Christmas has been dashing through the snow decidedly downhill. The evidence-based study looked at quantifiable categories to avoid subjectivity.
Dr. Einstein? Professor McGonagall.
Based on the number of snowfall days in December, number of Christmas movies, and their IMDb ratings, as well as the total number of weeks Christmas chart toppers held their #1 spot. While a downhill trend may seem counterintuitive considering the large number of seasonal movies being released of late, audience engagement for new movies has been really low.
It's a very rare breed.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be a surprise.
Consider this. You're a kid in the 70s or 80s, a time before cable or streaming services. You pretty much watched what everybody else was watching. If Christmas movies and programming were on TV, that was inescapable. The holidays became a shared experience, so far removed from from the individualized experiences we can afford ourselves today. With the dawn of streaming, we also now have multiple platforms competing and constantly turning out new content to give us infinite options to keep as many eyeballs on their apps for as long as possible.
Then bring me back some issues while you're done with that.
Can't go down chimneys, I'm claustrophobic.
Prioritizing quantity over quality. This same study found the 70s as the ultimate Christmas years, closely followed by the 90s. But I bet that sounds a little less surprising now. As we've seen before, it wasn't blockbuster movies that crowned the 70s, it was the music. Legend put out countless songs in the 70s. Another study offers an intuitive twist, showing that across every demographic, the decade we have the best memories of always is our childhood, specifically ages 4 to 14.
Well, you can't be having a nervous breakdown.
So how do we make Christmas feel less like a faded greeting card and more like a pop-up book of wonder? We can't control the weather, so music and film are all we have. With the choice to stream whatever we want, choose the Christmas classics.
It's the reindeers that'll get you.
Secondly, create a shared experience with your community of choice, be it friends, family, roommates, or even an online community. And finally, evoke some childhood nostalgia. If you're celebrating with people you didn't share your childhood with, it's a great chance to get to know each other better. Recreating those years will bring back the magic of a child's heart. Think about your favorite Christmas. Would it happen to be from your childhood? If you have any special traditions that help you, share them below. I can make a compilation to help us all get in the festive spirit. There's still time to crank up your Christmas. Get it? You can subscribe for more, and don't forget to take good care of yourselves and have a very Merry Christmas.